Click on File, New, click on File and New to write a fresh new C program. To write a fresh or new C program. Here this is the editor. Here we can write the C program. Here we can write a new program. File, in this new open, save as, and here the options of compiling and executing the program. Compiling Alt F9 and executing, that is Control F9. The name is noname03.c. Type the program or create a program. Type the program or create the program. By following the structure of a C program. By following the structure of a C program. That is, first statement, documentation section. First statement is a documentation section. It is a non-executable statement. It is a non-executable statement. The first statement is a documentation section. It is a non-executable statement. Slash and slash, double slash. Here I am writing this example program on creating variables. Example program on creating variables. Observe here, I did not write slash slash here. I did not write slash slash here. Double slashes. It means double slashes. I did not mention and I did not write double slashes. See the color of the text. See the color of the text. Green color. Green color. And now I am giving these two slashes. Observe now. In which color it is displaying? Blue color. Blue color. It means it is just like a commenting line, and it is a non-executable statement. It is a commenting line, and it is not. The compiler understands that it is a non-executable statement. The compiler assumes it is a non-executable statement. It is a non-executable statement. Here we can write slash star and star slash also. Here we can write slash star and this one, both are same purposes. Both are same purposes. Here I am creating a program, that is I am writing a program. This is an example program on creating variables. On creating variables. So this is documentation section, the first section of a structure of C program. This is the first section of a structure of C program. The documentation section. The first section of a C program. And the next section, that is preprocessor directive. The next section is preprocessor directive. Preprocessor directives. So what is this preprocessor directive? It is hash include within this angular brackets stdio.h. Hash include stdio.h. That is inside this angular brackets, that is less than greater than symbol. So coming to the operator side, we call it as a less than greater than symbol. But here, when we are using the symbols to declare, to write a preprocessor directive, we have to call it as an angular brackets. Hash is a symbol. Hash is a symbol or operator. Hash is an operator or symbol to write, to include preprocessor directives, to include preprocessor directives into our programs. To include preprocessor directives into our programs. hash include stdio.h. Stdio is the standard input output header file. stdio is the standard input output header file. Is the standard input output header file. If you are using input and output statements in our program, so here the scanf is a predefined predefined scanf is a predefined input function to receive data from the user through the keyboard. To receive the data from the user through the keyboard. And the print function, F stands function. F stands function. The print function is used to print the output on the standard output device monitor. On the standard output device monitor. To print the output on the standard output device monitor. For that purpose means we need to include stdio.h. Generally we use scanf and printf function in each and every program. It means input as well as output both are compulsory. Input and output functions both are in general we write in any program. You can assume it as a basic. Like that there are so many header files are there. Like that there are so many header files are there. And this is a preprocessor directive section in the structure of a C program. Then next, definition section. If you want to declare a constant, then we use this hash defined statement in the program. Now in this program, I want to explain. Now in this program, I want to explain how to create a variable by using basic data types. How to create a variable by using the basic data types like integer, float, char, and how to assign a value to that variable and how to assign a value to that variable. And here the next one is global declaration section. The global declaration section contains variable declaration only, but that is above the main function. But that is above the main function. The global declaration section is written above the main function. If you want to declare, if you want to create a variable and use that variable throughout the program, then we declare that variable above the main function. This comes under global declaration. The next one is main function. Main function. Here I am writing void main. Void main. So the void is a keyword. See here, the void is showing in white color. The main is showing in green color. The void is showing white color and the main is showing in green color. The void is showing white and the main is showing green color. It means void is a keyword. Void is a keyword. The main is a function. All the statements in a C program, all the statements in a C program should be enclosed, all the statements in a C program should be enclosed in between the curly brackets, in between the curly brackets of a main function. In between the curly brackets of a main function. Main function void indicates it is not returning any value. The main function is not returning any value. The main function is not returning any value. If main function are a user defined function, so what is a user defined function? We'll see in the coming videos. We'll see in the coming videos what is a user defined. The main function or the user defined function, if it is returning a value, then we mention here int. Here you can write int. It means it returning a integer value. That time we have to mention return 0. That time we have to mention return 0 in the program. If you are writing int main, if you are writing int main, then we have to write return 0. Return 0. Then it shows no errors. The compiler doesn't raise any error. The compiler doesn't report any error. Here, but I am mentioning here void. Void. It means no need to write return 0. No need to write return 0. No need to mention. No need to write return 0. This is the flower bracket or curly bracket. Here I am mentioning a variable integer a, integer b, and integer sum. These are the three variables. I am planning to write a program that is addition of two numbers. I am planning to write a program that is addition of two numbers. For that purpose, three variables are required. For that purpose, three variables are required. That is a comma b comma integer a, integer b, and integer sum. Here you can give any name, either a or num1, here b or num2, and here tot. Instead of I am giving num1, num2 and sum, I am giving here total. Like that you can give any name here. So before writing a C program, for what purpose you are writing? I am writing this program to add two numbers. I am writing this program to add two numbers. I am writing this program to add two numbers. It means that we have already seen in the first or second video. Before writing a program, we have to design or write an algorithm. Before writing a program, we have to write an algorithm. Then the algorithm is like a plan of steps. The algorithm is like a plan of steps to solve a problem. the same algorithm is converted into a program, that is computer understandable programs like C, C++, and the problem is solved with the help of the computer. So when you design an algorithm for a particular problem and writing an algorithm, that is step by step manner, in that we understand how many variables, how many values we are taking into the program, how many variables or locations, memory locations that are required to create in the program, and what are the statements generally to write for solving a particular problem. We'll get very clarity and understanding when writing an algorithm. So here the program is the conversion of an algorithm into computer understandable language by using syntaxes, by following rules, and by following the syntaxes of a particular language, C or C++ or whatever it may be, and which language you are using. So I mean to say is, at the time of writing an algorithm, at that time only we will get a clarity how many variables are required to create in this program, how many locations are required for this program. We can estimate it, and we know at that time only. Here, if you take an algorithm, that is addition of two numbers, that is addition of two numbers, in the algorithm itself, when writing an algorithm, it requires three memory locations of type int. Generally we add the numbers like 20, 30, 40, 50, like that. Those are all comes under integer type of data. Integer type of data, integer variables. Integer type of data and integer variables. So that three variables are required, integer type of variables for storing two numbers, two variables, and for storing result another variable. For storing two numbers, two variables, and for storing result, that is another variable. So that here at the time of writing an algorithm or flowchart, we know the types of, that is the data type of a variable and the number of variables to be created, to declare in a program while developing the program. So no confusion, no confusion. Here the procedure is the variable declaration, that is int num1, int num2, int tot, int num1, int num2, int tot. Here I have not given any name to this program so that it is displaying no name 03.c. If you save this file with a valid file name, the file name appears in place of this no name. The file name appears in place of this no name. The file name appears in place of this no name. Here you can create the variables of same type like this also. Integer num1 comma num2 comma dot. See the difference here. The num1 is a variable of type int and the num2 is a variable of type int and the dot a variable is of type int. These three variables are the same data type, that is integer data type. The three variables are same data type, that is integer data type. If you are creating same kind of variables, same type of variables, more than one in a program, you can create in a single line. You can create in a single line. Okay? You can create in a single line. See the difference. Here three lines, here only single line. Here three lines and here is a single line. And each and every statement in a C program should be terminated with semicolon. It is a special character, special symbol. Semicolon comes under a special character, a special symbol. Each and every C program should be terminated with semicolon. Each and every C program should be terminated with semicolon. It is compulsory. At the end of the statement, semicolon is compulsory. This is the rule, syntax. Okay, I am removing this one, this statement. Right. Next statement I am writing num1 is equals to sum 20. Num2 is equals sum 30. What is this? What is this statement? Here in a C program, you can give input to a memory locations in two different ways. In two ways. In two ways. Number one is directly we can assign a value, we can store a value in a memory location, we can assign a value, we can store a value in a memory location directly in the program. Directly in the program. Directly in the program. That is like this. Num1 is equals to 20. and num2 is equals to 30. The value is the number or the value 20 is stored in the memory location num1, and the value 30 will be stored in a memory location that is num2. Num1 is a variable, num2 is a variable, and 20 and 30 are the two numbers that is called input to this program. Input to this program, that is addition of two numbers. If you are writing a program which is addition of two numbers, then the 20 and 30 are the input to this program. And the data type of these two variables are integer. And another variable I have declared is that is tot. Another variable I have declared that is tot, to store result value. By adding this num1 and num2, we'll get the number 20 plus 30, that is 50. 20 plus 30, that is 50. That 50 is stored. In the variable tot. So actually, when you declare a variable, what happens in the memory exactly? The memory means it is a physical memory of the computer, that is RAM. It is a physical memory of the computer, that is RAM, random access memory. See this. Here int marks name of memory location marks, and the address of memory location is 1001. For each and every location in the memory, there is an address. Without address, how the compiler find out the memory location to store or to retrieve a value into? So here the marks is a memory location, or S1 is a memory location, or A is a memory location. If you create any name, A, B, C, marks, S1, S2, tot, whatever is the variable name, and whatever the data type, integer, char, float, whatever the variable name and whatever the data type, it may be integer, char, float. The variables are created in the physical memory RAM. The variables are created in the physical memory RAM. Each and every variable has a unique address. Each and every variable has a unique address. That is, for example, say 1001, 1002, or it is in a different format. It is in a different format. It is in a different format. And The variable name is a feature provided in all high-level languages for the convenience of a programmer. Instead of accessing the memory location with its address, we can give a programmer can give his own name. A programmer can give his own name, his desired name, by following some rules. His desired name by following some rules. By following some rules. It is one of the user-friendly feature provided in high-level programming languages to create memory locations in the physical memory RAM. In the physical memory RAM. So the marks is a variable name and int is a data type. And inside in the process, for each and every variable there is a unique address. For each and every variable there is a unique address. We no need to bother about the address of the variable. The compiler maintains some, or it is the responsibility of the compiler to maintain or to the address of the memory locations. It is a difficult process for a programmer to access a memory location with its address. To access a memory location with its address. To access a memory location with its address. So that we are creating variable names to access that memory location instead of accessing it with its address. Instead of accessing it with address. Assigning values to a variable. Here examples are char ch, float num, int s1, int marks. These are all the examples on creating variables. And then assigning values to variables. Assigning values to variable means to provide or to give value to the variable. Assigning values to the variable means values to variable means to provide or to give values to the variable. Assigning values to variable means to provide or to give values to the variable. Initializing a variable means to provide the variable with a value for the first time. So, the assigning a value that is with the help of assignment operator. That is with the help of assignment operator. That is equals to. And initializing a variable means to provide a variable with the value for the first time. I will explain the complete addition of two numbers program in the next video. Just see this one. Assigning values to the variables and initializers of a variable can be in a single step.